Hello, I'm Ron Krasnitz, coordinator for the Huntington Beach Public Library Makerspace. I want to tell you about one of the great resources the library and the city of Huntington Beach has, and that's our Makerspace. It's an opportunity for people to learn and make and use equipment they never would have available to them without having this resource. First of all, what is a makerspace? Well, it's a place where you could learn and make things, where you could have free access to software, equipment, and craft materials. It's a place to learn how to design and make things with a knowledgeable coaches. It's a guilt-free, critic-free zone. Fail or succeed while you learn. It's okay. It's a place to get hands-on experience exploring your creativity. It's a place for people of all ages, young adults, adults, and seniors. It's a place where families can do things together, a place to have the satisfaction of creating and making. So, what kind of equipment do we have in the makerspace? First, one of our more popular items are our 3D printers. 3D printers can make toys, jewelry, replacement parts, animals, planes, art pieces, just about anything you could think of that can fit in an 11 by 11 by 10-inch cube. Also very popular is our laser engraver. The engraver can etch wood, etch acrylic, etch glass, cut out wood, cut out acrylic, and can scan an item and then reproduce it identically. We have sewing machines, zigzag free arm machines, and a soldier over edge machine, which enables you to do napkins, handkerchiefs, fabric, bags, hem garments, and repair garments. The Cricut is used for making decals, for making appliques, for making greeting cards, and a whole myriad of applications in the art world. We also have button making machines, computers with design software, and a 3D scanner where you can take any item, scan it, and then reproduce it with a 3D printer. We have a CNC router which can cut aluminum, wood, plastic, MDF. It could cut anything 8 by 8 by 2 inches high and could be used for making reliefs, signs, engravings, and jewelry boxes. As far as materials go, we have material for 3D printing, various colored filaments. We have acrylics and wood for the laser cutting and engraving. We have wood for the CNC cutting. We have fabric and thread for the sewing, craft papers and materials for Cricut, and blanks for making buttons. And the best part, all this material is free for our library patrons. In this slide, we're showing the actual machines that we have in the makerspace. In the upper left, you see a 3D printer. Here in the center, we have a Cricut, then our CNC router. Below is a laser cutter and engraver, our button machine, our 3D scanner, and our sewing equipment. This next slide is showing some of the things that we've actually done in the makerspace or that can be done in the makerspace, showing hemming of jeans, making an engraved pencil box. These were salad forks that were CNC cut. This is a gift card holder made on the Cricut. These are the piece parts that went into it. And down below, a toy train. In this slide, we engraved a cheese board. This was some jewelry boxes that we engraved the names on. And in this piece, it's a napkin holder. The bottom pieces were CNC'd, and the top piece was 3D printed, and the fruit was 3D printed. Over on the right here, we have a Lazy Susan that's about 16 inches in diameter, and it's made up of veneer pieces, and the veneer was cut from in the laser engraver. In the lower left is a mezuzah. The wooden base was CNC machined. The insert was cut out on the laser, and the Hebrew letter Shin was 3D printed and then gold leaf applied. Next to it, you see a 3D printed owl that's about 8 inches high. And then in the center here, we have a tissue box. The pieces were cut on the CNC, and then the heron was 3D printed. The picture on the lower right is very interesting. The brown pieces were broken pieces off a central vacuum system. The pieces to the right of them were made on the 3D printer to replace the broken ones. In this slide on the left, we're showing a number of pieces that were 3D printed. And on the right, we're showing pieces using the laser engraver where we made inlays. And now onto the process of how we design and actually make things. One of the sites that we use that's wonderful is thingiverse.com. It has thousands of designs where people have made things and put up their designs available for anybody that wants it free. And then when you want to design your own product, we teach you how to use Tinkercad CAD software, which is a very flexible, easy to use program. And now I wanted to show you the process to actually make an item. This pencil box combines a lot of different machines and effort to put it together. We used a CNC to make the actual wooden box. We laser engraved it, and we 3D printed the books in the logo. We start out by designing the piece in CAD software. We're using Fusion 360 for this particular design. The next step is generating the tool path and the control code for our CNC router. We take that file from Fusion 360 and download it into this computer, which then generates the code to control the CNC router. Here you see the next step of us loading the wood that'll be cut by the router into the machine. In the next clip, you'll see the router cutting the design we made in the CAD software. And now you see the pieces actually cut that were designed in the software we showed earlier. This slide shows all 5 pieces cut ready for assembly. And now we're ready to create the program to do the laser engraving. Used Adobe Illustrator here with text and imported the library logo. We took that file, created an Adobe Illustrator, and sent it to the laser engraver. And here you see the laser engraver cutting the design into our wooden piece that we had cut out on the CNC. The next part of the process was 3D printing the book part of the library logo. Here you can see the filament being fed down to the print head, and the print head is heated up to 200 degrees centigrade, which melts that fiber, and then is laying it down layer by layer. And here you see the finished piece, the wood cut from the CNC, the laser engraving, and the 3D print all put together. I hope you enjoyed our presentation and have a better understanding of what the Makerspace is and what equipment we have and how we could be there to help you make things and learn things. Thank you. During COVID library restrictions, we're running Zoom meetings where we teach software, show you how to use the machine, and actually make pieces for our patrons. Come visit our Zoom meetings. See it in the events calendar for the library.